Hello, everyone out there in social media land. It's Queen Key giving you a little shout out, coming to you live. I haven't come to you live in a little while, but I'm coming to you live today because I've been getting a lot of questions and a lot of inquiries from my friends and my family and people who know me and have known me for a very long time about what's going on exactly with Queen. Okay? If you're following me on my social media, what you'll see is I post a lot of things about truck driving. For those of you who don't know, I'm a truck driver. Been a truck driver for a quarter of a century now. Been a trainer for a very long time. And also, I am following the ketosis lifestyle. And I have been doing that since August. So it's a major part of my life. So my life has changed. So there's a lot of people who want to know what's going on with me. And I just want to let you know how all this came about. Right now, I'm on a mission. And I'm on a mission to spread a message to help people in an industry that's very near and dear to my life. And I've been a truck driver for a long time. I've been a trainer for a long time. I've been wearing a lot of hats in my life, right? But the one thing that I've been has always been human. Right? I've dealt with different kinds of obstacles in my lifetime that's held me back. I've owned different kinds of businesses. I've sacrificed myself for different people in the world. Even the job that I love, which is truck driving, which is something that I've had in my life for over a century. So over a quarter of a century. So what I'm saying is that these things collided in a way when 2020 came in that I didn't expect. So you would think that it would turn my life upside down. It would turn me away from the things that I loved. It would make me, angry at the world. But what it did basically was show me that the obstacle was the way out and the way through and the way to be able to serve and help and get my message out there. And I'm going to tell you basically, how all this started, right? COVID came. I've been a truck driver for a long time. I do know that the truck driving industry is dog eat dog. Your wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning, and you just cannot prosper unless you go all into truck driving. What I didn't understand at that time was that the truck driving and the logistical industry really didn't give a doggone or a hot damn about the drivers, about their well-being, about their ability to deliver freight, and that came all to a head when COVID hit. Because we were considered to be essential drivers, essential workers, right? We had to stay out. We couldn't go home and see our families. We were constantly being in contact with COVID. We weren't given any kind of hazard pay. When the contact tracers called, we were forced to go home and quarantine for 14 days without pay. And we were just thrown back out there. They had these big old celebrations celebrating the heroes of, our frontline workers. Never mentioned a truck driver. They weren't banging pots at 6 o'clock for the truck drivers that are desperately out there keeping the country moving. Think about it. If you woke up this morning and you brushed your teeth and you went to the bathroom and you put on your clothes, if you have it came on a truck. It came on a truck. How did you think that extra PPP got from California to New York? How do you think all that toilet paper you were fighting over in Walmart got on the shelf? How do you think you got that sanitizer and that Lysol? It came on a truck. And when we showed up at the dock 5 minutes late because there was an accident or traffic or a detour, they said, "Why are you 5 minutes late?" Then they say, "Oh my God, thank you so much. I needed the sanitizer. My customers really needed these masks." And it just showed me again how not only the industry did not appreciate truck drivers, but the community that we served didn't appreciate us. It's like we're not even there. We're invisible. We're invisible. The stuff showed up on the shelf like a dream. Poof. No, honey, it came on a truck. Right? And so I quarantined 3 separate times during COVID. 3 separate times I was exposed to the coronavirus. I did have COVID. One of the times, the very first time. And I was exposed 3 different times and I had to come home and I had to quarantine for 3 separate times since this pandemic has started. Right? fluctuating with depression, my weight going up and down, in and out, not knowing what's going on. And they said to me, they called me and they said, well, Queen, you know, your annual physical, it's time for you to do your biannual physical for the DOT. So I said, okay, well, since I'm at home anyway, and I can't go out and I can't pull any loads or whatever, I'll get that done. And it started to click all together to me that not only did the industry itself not appreciate us as drivers, but the industry as itself was set up against us for us to fail. What are you talking about? You're fired. I know there's a lot of people dreading hearing that when they go on work today. Don't you dread hearing the words you're fired? Well, what if they told you you were fired just based on what you ate for dinner last night? What? That's impossible. You can't fire somebody for what they ate for dinner. Da-da-da. Oh, but yes, they can. That is a reality. That is a reality for truck drivers. Because we're required to pass a DOT physical every 2 years in order for us to be qualified for employment. But yet, we're out here driving 11 hours a day, nowhere to stop and get exercise. Can't drink that gallon of recommended water because I'll be going to the bathroom every 10 minutes and the load would never get there. Nowhere to get any clean, healthy food. Everything is either processed or fast food. But yet, if you don't pass this DOT physical, you could lose your livelihood. And I'm going to tell you how it happened. So they called me and they said, Queen, go on down and get your DOT physical. It's due. So I go down there. I'm sitting on the table, whatever. And I'm sitting on the table, booty cheeks out to the wind, you know, because those gowns never close. I'm sitting there. And there's this doctor over there, and he's scribbling all over my DOT form. And I'm sitting there, and my mind starts to wander about all the ways he could fail me, right? My blood pressure was all over the place. My other doctor's appointment said I was borderline diabetic. And I knew I had gained like a whole bunch of weight in the last 2 years, right? So I'm thinking, what would I do if I lost my job? How would I pay my bills? How was I going to feed my kids? And there was no way that I was going back on food stamps. That was just not going to happen. So before you know it, I was in an all-out panic attack, child. My stomach started bubbling. My hands started sweating. I got the lump in my throat, and there it was. Bam! He stamped the paper. My whole body shocked. And there it was. In big red letters. Passed. Passed! Oh, my God. Girl, the feeling of relief that went through my body. I passed this test. I'm not going to lose my job today. But really deep down in my soul, I knew I dodged a bullet. Right? I knew that I hadn't been taking care of myself. I knew I wasn't eating right. I knew I had gained all the weight. But what I realized in that moment was not only was I required to pass this test, but the job itself was killing me. The job itself was set up against me for me to fail this test. How was I going to change that? So I decided I'm going to start doing some research. I'm going to figure out, because what am I going to do? Give up the job I love and be able to support my family and my kids to save my health, or try to concentrate on my health to where I would fail this test and not have employment? What was I going to do? So I took responsibility and I said, I'm going to start searching. So my girlfriend came to me and she taught me about the ketosis lifestyle and how to live in ketosis and how your body prefers to be in a state of ketosis at all time. As babies, we're born into ketosis, right? So we don't know anything about carbs and sugar. And it's a way of changing the way your body uses your food for fuel, right? It's not a diet. It's not dangerous. It's not all these things. It's just science to teach your body, hey, we don't look for sugar for fuel. We look for healthy fat. And by eating, changing one little teeny thing here, one little teeny thing there, the time of day that I ate, I stayed in a state of ketosis and my body started to heal from the inside out. Let me tell you, my blood pressure is perfect. I went back, I got tested. No more borderline diabetes because it leveled out my glucose hormone, right? Not only did I stop gaining weight, I lost 50 pounds in less than 6 months. This is a godsend. Why didn't anybody tell me about this before? Because you know why? I figured out how to beat the system that has set it up for us to fail. I figured it out. I don't have to have that panic attack anymore when I go and I sit there and I take my DOT physical. I can walk in there with confidence to know that that stamp of that paper or that scribble of that doctor can't take away my livelihood based on what I eat. Based on them setting me up to where I can't eat well. Because I can go into any restaurant, any fast food place, anywhere, and look on the menu and pick out something that will not kick me out of ketosis because I learned to live another lifestyle. Do I drink hydrogenous ketones? Yes. Because the goal is to get into a state of ketosis. I don't care how you get there. There's several different ways you can get into ketosis. You can follow a diet. Okay, you can do it dirty. You can do it clean. I follow clean keto. I drink ketones to guarantee that I'm in ketosis. However you get there, but you get there and you stay there the longest you can because the healthiest your body will be, the longer it's in the state of ketosis. And regardless of whether I had to chop my arm off to get a cooked green vegetable in a truck stop, I can go into a fast food restaurant in a truck stop. I can go into a truck stop and skip over all that processed food. And I can find something that will not kick me out of the state of ketosis. Therefore, I'm beating the system. I'm healing my body. I'm keeping my job. So now my mission and my message is to get it out there and tell every truck driver that I know. We don't have to be set up for failure anymore. We don't have to be 75% of all truck drivers are obese or overweight. You don't have to take those BS sleep studies because your BMI is too high. Right? I can fill up my fuel tank and get 50 gallons of fuel and you'll go in there and give me coffee and them dangerous energy drinks. Right? But you won't give me a half hour on a treadmill. They got those little gyms in hotels all around. Why they don't have those little gyms attached to truck stops? Why is the industry setting us up for favor? But that's okay. We don't need them to fix it. They should. That's going to be my mission. But for right now, I got the answer how to hack it so that we can get by and still be able to move the country forward, provide the service that we provide, live a healthier lifestyle to where we don't have to worry about not being able to eat good, clean food until we get back home off the road. Food that is not killing us, because as long as we stay in the state of ketosis, our body is healing itself. Now, if you want information on how to do this, be sure to drop me in the comments, send me a DM, follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my Facebook, because this is my message and I plan to get it out. If this was of value to you, drop it down. Say help, say me, say info, hit me in my DM. Follow me. Let me know. If you want to get on how you can buy ketones that you can drink. If you want to learn the lifestyle itself. If you want to learn what to pick off the restaurant menus. I have all of these things provided for you because I'm here to heal my community. And it starts with the Highway Heroes, because that's who I've been for a quarter of a century, fighting against a system that was built against me. We got ammunition to fight back now. Now, if this doesn't you, maybe you know a truck driver. Maybe it's your dad or your husband or your friend or your cousin or somebody that's like, yo, you need to go and follow Queen because she got the answer to the troubles. Now, I plan on helping truck drivers in all aspects of the world, but I'm taking this avenue because this avenue first right now is the most important. I need to keep us employed. I need to keep us employed. And the state of ketosis does not only help with getting rid of the extra fat that you have that pull down all these comorbidities, but it also naturally improves your energy. So we don't have to drink those dangerous energy drinks anymore to try to stay awake for those 11 hours of driving. It naturally improves your sleep because it levels out all of your hormones. Listen to me, people. This is our way out to be able to get better sleep. This is our way out to be able to have natural, sustainable energy. This is our way out to get rid of this obesity so we can keep our jobs and continue to take care of our families without the system being stacked against us with no way to fight back. So, like I said, if this reached out to you or was of value to you, If not, share it. Share it with someone you love because it may be value to them. I'm here to help. I'm going to get my message out. I'm going to scream it from the mountaintops. So that's what's going on with Queen. So when you see my page and you see me shaking up some ketones and you see me out here talking to truck drivers and trying to elevate truck drivers and trying to elevate the awareness of truck drivers to the people that we serve. I know you didn't wake up this morning and call the electric company and say, hey, the lights is on. Because they invisible too. But you need to thank a driver today. If you have it came on a truck and a highway hero delivered it. It's simple as that. So that's my message. That's my mission. That's what's going on with me. If you need help, if you know someone that needs help, if you just want the information, like, wow, what is that? Really? Tell me about it. Hit me up. I'm here to serve. And it's completely changed my life. It can completely change yours or someone you love. And remember, it's your duty to share my videos. You want to know why? Because everybody need a little queen in their life. And you ain't never lied. Okay? Remember, Queen loves you the mostest. And don't be alarmed when I say I love you, even if I don't know you. Because there are people out here in the world that can hate you for no reason. So Queen can choose to love you for no reason. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.